Need to monetize your blog? A quick comparison between Ghost, WordPress, Podia, and Gumroad. Yeah, hey everybody, this is Ian from mindfulmarketplace.com, and in this quick walkthrough, I'm going to share some unique insight, or maybe it's not unique, but I'll share some insight anyway into some of the various ways that people are attempting to monetize their content, specifically building a blog and monetizing that sort of content in 2020. So I'm going to share what we use at mindfulmarketplace.com and what has worked the best in my experience with literally thousands of readers, subscribers, clients, and folks in our community. So we get this question quite a bit, especially as, we're kind of in this weird lockdown, sort of stay at home, kind of, in perpetuity, it seems anyway. And people in our audience are really looking to expand their brands and build more of a digital media presence. And of course, that's quite a practical and, smart strategy to protect your practice going forward. So there are four different, I don't want to even say these are recommendations, but four different ways that we are seeing most folks tackle the, blog monetization strategy, let's say, right now. And number one is WordPress, and WordPress is the big 8,000-pound gorilla in the middle of the room when it comes to blogging. This is the CMS, the content management system that most people are using, and it's the most common recommendation for most folks who are starting a blog. But the truth is, it's not the best option. And this is coming from someone myself who has built, many tens, if not hundreds at this point, of WordPress-based websites and blogs, both for myself and for our clients. And WordPress does lots of things really well, but it really isn't the best approach, especially now with other analogs available for monetizing your content. And the reason is just quite simple. To protect your content or restrict content or create membership style options, you really need to wrangle with different plugins and different tools and tech, premium plugins, which means you have to pay for plugins. And there are all kinds of problems with that general approach because you're essentially trying to marry different tools and tech within the WordPress ecosystem to turn your WordPress blog into a membership or subscription-based site, which is really the best, most viable option right now for, earning an income from your content, right? You want to protect your content in this Patreon-style way where people can only read certain things by dint of subscribing, right? Or by dint of signing up for a membership. This is the way that most folks are, building out podcast publishing, models and, and sharing readers only or members only content. And WordPress for a long time was the sort of the de facto option for this, but it's no longer the best approach, right? And if you're going to want to do this on your primary domain or on your website, right, without using like an external platform, which we'll cover in a second, the smartest way to turn your blog into a brand is using Ghost. And Ghost is actually a platform that we use, or actually that I use personally. I'll just give you this example. If you go to ianhollander.com, my personal blog is running a Ghost, and it's enabled. The subscription or membership modules are enabled. They are native to Ghost. They're built in, so there's no external dependencies or plugins. You're just basically toggling a switch that says, I want to protect this content. And you can do that on a post-by-post basis, which means you can have 80% of your content for free, 20% is premium, which means people have to pay to get access to it. And this is all built into Ghost with Stripe enabled e-commerce as well. So all you're doing in a matter of about 3 minutes is toggling one switch on, putting your Stripe enabled, or your Stripe key, I should say, into the into the back end of your Ghost administration, and you essentially are instantly able to take payments for content that you're protecting. And you can do this, free content, paid content. You can have membership only content that's not paid content. So there's 3 different levels there. You have free content, then you have people have to sign up to get access to the content, and then once people are signed up, you can then have another tier, which is paid content. They have to actually sign up and pay, for, let's say, a platinum level access to a certain post or a certain course or a certain audio or video, etc., etc. All right, it's very easy to do on Ghost, and really, it's free. I mean, so Ghost is actually free. The only thing you're paying for is the hosting, and that just makes it so easy to build this sort of publishing model without any code, without any knowledge, without anything other than knowing your niche, or knowing, or having a passion for your topic or what you're publishing about, right? So the third option that I'm going to recommend here is what we use for our partners.mindfulmarketplace.com domain. This is just the partners page for our platform. And essentially we have our affiliate program, our newsletter, our email marketing, our chat, our coupons, products. We have downloads, courses, memberships, webinar integration, etc., etc. All this is built in to the Podia platform. The platform is a fee-based platform, so you're paying for it, right? So it's more expensive than these other options, but you're getting just a shitload of publishing power, again, by virtue of borrowing this phenomenal platform to build your brand. So anything you want to do, from selling courses to downloads to having your own affiliate program to building an email marketing, like automation, drip campaigns, broadcasts, chats, coupons. You have team support with Podia. In other words, you can have multiple people logging into the same installation and managing different roles, etc., etc. So if you're running an office and you need multiple people to be able to access the same content, and of course, Podia has a blog feature, right? So they have this same kind of content restriction, content protection functionality where you can post some things publicly, some things privately, you can charge. All this is done, you have e-commerce on the on the blog, for charging for content, etc. I said that badly, but hopefully that made sense. It's all very, very easy to do, and we use it. You can, again, look at our example, partners.mindfulmarketplace.com. You can see our blog. You'll see stuff that's publicly available, stuff that's private. In other words, you have to pay or subscribe to get access to it, and it's super easy. You can launch this literally in an afternoon, and that's a really short afternoon. You can have all this up and running in about an hour. And the last option is Gumroad. Gumroad is very similar to Podia. I like to think of it as like a light version of something like Podia. It has many of the same features, really nice minimalistic user experience and administration area. I really like Gumroad. The downside is that it's a bit wonkier. It has some more kind of back end issues that you'll find. It's being there's some people who've had some problems with Gumroad in some other areas as well. It can be a little finicky sometimes about how they do things. And most importantly, they have a fee, right? So the fee to use Gumroad on the free plan, so that's a benefit. They do have a free plan, is you'll pay 5% of your transactions to Gumroad for the privilege of publishing on their site, right? So if you're selling a course or selling content, or protecting your content, and people are buying access to that, you're going to pay 5% if you're on the free plan. If you are on the premium plan, and that starts at $10 a month, which is pretty affordable, actually really affordable, you're still going to pay 3.5%. So on every Gumroad plan, at least as I record this in May of 2020, you're going to pay a minimum of 3.5% per transaction, which means if you're doing $10,000 a month, you're going to be paying $350 in addition, just in fees, in addition to the the tiers that they charge you for publishing on their platform. So that's a great option to get started. It's a great option to maintain a blog and to do all those cool things. But I'd still recommend Podia, first and foremost, if you have a little bit of extra money, to dive in and build something great. All right. So the 2 recommendations of the 4 are Ghost, if you want just a straight blog with memberships and subscriptions and protected/restricted content with free content, great looking theme, all branded to your own domain. That's quite easy to do with Ghost, far easier than WordPress. And I recommend that you start there. And if you really want to build a full e-commerce store and courses and affiliate program and email marketing and chat and webinars and membership, like a membership site style setup, Podia is without question the best option. And I recommend you check out our partners.mindfulmarketplace.com to see how we're using that live, so you can get a sense of that without paying anything. And there is a free trial on Podia. If you sign up for that using our affiliate link, you'll get access to some extra content that we've created specifically for the coaches and the teachers and the entrepreneurs in our Mindful Marketplace community. Okay, thanks so much for listening. Ian from mindfulmarketplace.com. If you want to say hi, send me an email, hi@mindfulmarketplace.com. Visit us on Facebook, facebook.com, The Mindful Market. And that's it. All right. Hope you enjoy, and I'll talk to everyone soon.